Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today in my introductory video, I want to briefly touch upon the topic of narcissism, narcissistic personality disorder, and narcissistic abuse. What is narcissism and how it is hurting our lives, our souls, our heart, and our world? So, let's dive in. Narcissism, as a disorder, is not widely understood, but is extremely prevalent. Narcissism is not something we are taught or enlightened about while growing up, and it is not something most of us are even aware of. We might have heard the term narcissism here and there, but not until you go through a relationship with someone who is narcissistic. You have no idea about what you are dealing with. But can we take this a step further and really talk about what narcissism truly is? If someone is a narcissist with a narcissistic personality disorder, what does it look like in your experience? And if you are dealing with a person of this denomination, what kind of pickle you are going to find yourself in? Narcissism is fundamentally a spectrum disorder. A person can exhibit a few symptoms of being a narcissist, or enough traits to be diagnosed with full-blown narcissistic personality disorder. NPD, or narcissistic personality disorder, is a mental health condition in which people have an unreasonably high sense of self-importance. People with this disorder may lack the ability to understand or care about the feelings of others. As with many personality disorders, the exact cause of NPD is unknown. It is probably a mixture of genes, early childhood experiences, and psychological factors. Early childhood risk factors include excessive praise, or on the flip side, it can be induced by overly critical judgment by parents, trauma, or abuse. The word narcissism, in today's age, gets tossed around a lot in our selfie-obsessed, celebrity-driven culture, often to describe someone who seems excessively vain or full of themselves. But in psychological terms, narcissism doesn't mean self-love, at least not of a genuine sort. It's more accurate to say that people with NPD or narcissistic personality disorder are in love with an idealized, grandiose image of themselves. And they are in love with this inflated self-image precisely because it allows them to avoid deep feelings of insecurity. But propping up their delusions of grandeur takes a lot of work, and that's where the dysfunctional attitudes and behaviors come in. The core features of narcissism are antagonism, exaggerated sense of self-importance, and entitlement, making narcissists disagreeable, uncooperative partners, and work associates. Some other traits of narcissists are, namely, their fantasies about power, an inflated ego, lack of empathy, and a history of exploiting others for personal gain. These individuals frequently demean, intimidate, bully, and belittle others. They are very cocky, manipulative, con artists, selfish, patronizing, and demanding. This way of thinking and behaving surfaces in every area of the narcissist's life, from work and friendships, to family and love relationships. People with NPD are extremely resistant to changing their behavior, even when it's causing them problems. Their tendency is to turn the blame on to others. What's more, they are extremely sensitive and react badly to even the slightest criticisms, disagreements, or perceived slights, which they view as personal attacks. The sad part is, for the people in the narcissist's life, it's often easier to just go along with their demands to avoid the coldness and rages. And what makes a narcissist so dangerous is because these are individuals who are often difficult to identify, particularly within the highest levels of wealth and social status. Narcissistic abuse isn't always obvious, especially as narcissists often come across at first as charming, kind, and supportive. To a narcissist, all relationships are transactional, a means to an end. The goal is to get what you want at the lowest price, and emotions don't intrude. The game of a narcissist always begins with a well-constructed mask and premeditated abuse. Faking innocence and an illusion of good-naturedness make for a stunning performance. Until the first blow, which comes like a gunshot in the dark as you are sleeping. The mask slips and hell becomes a little token of your reality. Where once you felt carefree, light-hearted and loving, you now feel as if you are being turned into a different person that resembles nothing like you were before, and life has turned into a nightmare. Narcissistic abuse can be quite subtle at first, but often worsens over time. The abuse can be emotional, psychological, financial, sexual, or physical. Victims of narcissistic abuse experience depression, anxiety, trauma, trust issues, hypervigilance, mental health issues, self-harming behaviors, and thoughts of suicide and feeling of powerlessness, shame and guilt. It also causes them physical ailments such as headaches, stomach problems, weight gain or weight loss, insomnia, and lowered immunity to illnesses. These can range from mild to chronic depending on the length of relationship with the narcissist. And healing from narcissistic abuse can be a long road to recovery. Some victims of narcissistic abuse never survive. Others somehow find a way to escape the abuse and heal and start to make sense of the abuse in hindsight and from a distance. The fortunate ones are able to spot the signs before it is too late and find a way to escape before further damage is done. Let us not overlook the fact that narcissistic abuse is happening around us even if it is not targeting us directly. This is a problem all over the world and people are suffering, and many in silence. So, the key here is to educate ourselves as to what we are dealing with. The abuse does not happen because the victims volunteer for it. The abuse happens because the abusers lie, manipulate, and speak in mixed messages. By understanding more about the NPD or narcissistic personality disorder, you can spot the narcissists in your life, protect yourself from their power plays, and establish healthier boundaries. Be more discerning in terms of which people you let into your life. Narcissists should not get a free pass of hurting you again and again. You never deserve to be on the receiving end of emotional and narcissistic abuse. But the bright side is that there is help and there is hope. When people have been traumatized in any way, sometimes their experiences can feel incoherent and jumbled. Educating yourself and seeking counseling can help you put the pieces together in a way that makes sense and frees you to live your life fully once again. So, if this video resonates with you in any way, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel and get it out to as many people as you can. You never know who just might need it. And in my upcoming videos, I will be talking in depth about the following topics, namely, the different types of narcissism, manipulation techniques of narcissists, signs of narcissistic abuse, effects, and treatment, the narcissists and their flying monkeys or enablers, and many more layers to be peeled. I thank you all for watching. Please hit the bell icon so that you are informed every time I upload a video. And stay tuned to my channel as we peel away more layers of the narcissistic architecture. Let us help spread the awareness and lead healthier and fulfilling lives. I thank you all for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.